Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. I'm starting this off very early in the morning. I'm going to work and it is Tuesday, not Monday, and I was supposed to start this yesterday, but yesterday turned into the resistant annoyingness. Is that a word? It was a shitty day, so we didn't want to deal with that day. I have started off to finish my February TBR. First we have the finishing half, which I did start last night, and I only got to read 58 pages because I was that tired and yeah, I didn't have time to read otherwise. But hopefully I will finish this in the next few days. And this is, if you don't know, following two twins that ran away from home when they were like 16, and now 14 years later we meet them again. I think one of them is living as white and like has built a whole life where her husband doesn't know she's black. And then we follow another sister who has just had a child, and she has to run away from her husband because he was hitting her. She's gone back now to her hometown, and we should see how that plays out. And we don't know yet like why they split up. I assume we get like flashback. We're kind of going a bit like back and forth in time. We go back to like when she ran away, when they were younger, and then like now, and then like a bit of flashback of when they actually ran away. I thought it was gonna be told like linear, without running away and like what happened, like, but no, we kind of started in the future and then go back and forth. I mean in the present day, I guess, because that's the most present. And we shall see. And also she has a daughter. I forgot to say that. Desiree is the one who came back home and has a daughter, and Stella is the one who is living pretending to be white. Oh, pretending, but like I guess passing off as white. So we shall see what happens. Already cracked the spine, I think, but it's fine. But yeah, it's very interesting. It takes up a lot of interesting things. So we shall see if I manage to talk about it more and what happens. And I'm going to work. But I want to start this vlog. Yay! Hello! So it's now Wednesday. I don't know what happened. Did I start this vlog yesterday? I skipped the Monday, didn't I? I don't remember. Yeah, I did. And then I started this vlog yesterday evening. Jeez, time goes weird. I don't know if I said what I'm reading. I don't know what I said last night morning because literally I've been so tired. I don't know what's going on. But I am reading The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Have I said that already? Yes, I did say that. I have like a vague memory of me saying that. And it's about like the twins, and it's not told like in a way I thought it was. I continued this a bit last night. I have not read a lot. I'm on page 106 and I should have been on page 200, but I'm going to the bingo now, so I shall finish this today, I think. And it is very interesting. We have this whole kind of mystery what happened with Stella because we cannot find her, and now I'm just like, I want to know. Obviously I'm not going to tell you like whatever they found out because that's a big part of the book, but it's just not all told how I thought it would. As I said, I thought it would be a linear story where like they would go separate ways, etc. But like a lot of things happen really abruptly. I mean, don't really know a lot of things. A lot of time has passed as well. Yeah, it's kind of just not really a mystery, but more like questions like what really happened. And then yeah, we also have like, you know, race and color coming up a lot because, you know, our main characters or character Desiree, she's not really dark skinned, but then she got a daughter with like a really dark skinned man, so her daughter is very dark skinned. And then when she went home to her hometown, a lot of people were like, oh my god, she's so dark skinned. And yeah, so it's very interesting to like have that huge reflection when we have like these two sisters that could basically pass off as white. And there's a lot of like conversation with like how different this is. It's also told, I don't know if I said, but like the first beginning is told like in 1968. So it's obviously also a very different time. I'm not talking the time sound much better, but it is obviously different. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. But again, curious to see like how things will go on. Again, not at all how I thought it would be. I thought it would just be more like a story than like a, I don't know how to explain the difference, but I'm really liking it. I'm really liking it. And then I need to start this. I need to start the Death of Vivek OJ. I said I was going to read it last week. It didn't happen because I got sick and I barely read anything like the whole week. I mean, I read a lot in the weekend, but I didn't like read throughout the week like I was planning to, because I was dead. And I need to finish this week as well, and film a little vlog for my patrons. I just said that last week as well, and I haven't started. So I want to start this today. I'm just gonna see how many. Yeah, I want to at least read 50 pages in this today. So I shall read that when I finished Vanishing Half. And I might start another book, which I'm going to bring as well, which is see if that actually happens. So I shall update this later. I am enjoying it. It is a very interesting topic and very interesting book. It's the kind of like, if I was going to read a fiction book, I guess I would read this kind. But we should see how things unfold. You know, I have a lot of the book left, and I'm wondering later if we will get more of Stella's perspective and like see things from her side. But I assume maybe we will. It's going to be interesting. But I also think that the things I think is going to play out in my hand, it's not going to be how they play out. So we shall see. But yeah, now I need to go to work and actually do some reading. You shall see me later. Okay, so I'm home and I am on sprints with patients on the Mac that Erica moved here. And we finished Well of Ascension yesterday, I forgot to say, and now we listen to Dodge Square. It's not okay. Hopefully Erica will like it, or else I might never ever speak to her again, but she seems to be liking it so far. But I'm taking a break from that to read more physically. I did read at work, so I did finish The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Not at all what I expected it to be, especially when you hear the synopsis. You think it's going to be like about these two sisters, about like one of them, you know, pretending to be white, etc. And yes, it is about that, but Vanishing Half, I think like the title has like several meanings. It's like the Vanishing Half, not just as she vanishes the half of herself that is black. She also vanishes like half of herself that is her sister, and then there's like also other halves of them that like kind of also vanishes from each other. I don't want to say more, but like it stretches further than you think it will go, and it doesn't dwell like, of course it dwells and discusses and like surrounds around the theme of, you know, erasing yourself, etc. But it also dwells deeper in a way through like a new generation as well, and how like this has affected them, and it's very, very interesting. And I ended up enjoying it much more than like I thought it would. I think I enjoyed it even more because it wasn't as I thought it would be. I thought it would be more, as I said, direct and stuff like that, but it was more about other stuff than you think from reading a synopsis, which is why I think also synopsis can be very misleading. It can sound really, really interesting and not be interesting, or it can sound really boring and be super interesting. And here was like a case where it sounded super interesting, and it was, but it was not like exactly what you thought it was gonna be. I feel like I'm not adequate enough to talk like and discuss more like about the book. Like I feel like I could if like I had questions and like if I had other people who read the book, but it was very interesting, as I said. And while it doesn't like conclude anything, and it doesn't again go where I expected it to go, it was still a very beautiful but a very sad story overall. Actually, I just like ended up feeling kind of depressed and sad about it, because I thought maybe we would be more happy, but we weren't. It was just sad. But yeah, I ended up giving a strong 4 out of 5 stars, which is like really relieved to say, because I only had 3 stories like almost a whole month, which has been depressing. So it's like the top read for the month, maybe. I don't know, like except like obviously rereads, etc. But that doesn't count. I'm just thinking about all this mom watching my YouTube channels. I'm like, I hope she doesn't watch this. Say hi to your mother.
Hey mom.
The next reads is that of OG. I didn't get to read any at work, so I want to read 50 pages of this, start the Patreon vlog, then read 100 pages of this, then I'm caught up on my pages because I was behind, because I didn't read properly the last 2 days because I was died. How to say words? They died. I was not alive. Deceased. That was my update, I guess. Bye. Back to your mom.
Bye, mother.
So I'm about to film a video, and I realized I didn't update my vlog last night when I like finished my reading. Very happy about my progress. Read 50 pages and the death of Vivek Orji. So I'm gonna continue this today, hopefully. Then I came to page 98 in She Will Be King. Don't really know what's going on, but it seems to be like a character that is immortal, and then you have some other characters on this that are slaves. I don't really know how they're gonna connect, because there is a baby, and I don't really know, but we shall see what happens. I think also I forgot to say that I finished my audiobook of Only on the Weekends earlier. And this one basically, as I said in an earlier clip sometime, that I have this character, he's in love with this dude, they get together, then he needs to move to Glasgow for a few months, and he starts a feeling for this other dude, and then they can only meet on the weekends, and I just didn't love this. I know like they were supposed to be teenagers and that they are not smart and they're stupid and all that, but I just didn't love this. It was very annoying, and I don't know, he was just very bratty, etc. So I gave it like 3 stars, but it's more like 2.5. I was very disappointed. It's very sad. And I didn't like find the writing as engaging and beautiful as it did in the Black Flamingo. It was just a sad time. But I finished it. So yeah. Also mentioning that I listened to all of There's the Greatest Not Okay with Erica yesterday, which is obviously unrelated to Blackathon, but it was our audiobook. We did a whole thing in a day, and it was great because I love it so much. And she didn't hate it, so that is great. But yeah, that was all my reading for yesterday. I'm going to continue The Death of Vivek Oji and She Will Be King, hopefully both today, but also at work, so we shall see what happens. But yeah, that was the update, and now I need to actually film this video. Wish me good luck! Remembering to update the vlog is... I struggle. I just lost my backpack on the floor. I did read yesterday, some in bed, very, very, very late. So I read 60 pages in Vivek Oji, because that was when the chapter ended. Very enjoying that. It's very interesting. Have more spoiler thoughts in my vlog for patrons, but what was I trying to say? I will give like final thoughts here when I'm done with it. I'm trying to find the other book, the She Will Be King. Look, I have a tower of books here. You can see that really badly, but I filmed a book haul, and I haven't filmed a book haul since October. So it was like almost 100 books. Yay! It's really nice light here now. Should have filmed in this light, huh? Either way, She Will Be King. I read about 102 pages or something, because I was on page 98 and I'm now on page 200. And it's very interesting. We have, 3 characters. One who cannot die, one who's super strong, and then one who can turn invisible, kind of. And they all, like, their paths meet now. And, like, all of them have, like, gone through trauma and shit and no good things. And are, like, one of them has run away from, like, a slavery plantation, etc. And I don't know what's going to happen with them, but they all, like, their paths are connected now. Taking something off of my camera. Probably very noisy. So we shall see what happens to them. I don't know, but I don't have that much left of the book, so we shall see how it wraps up. And yeah, don't have more to say than that. See you later. And another day has passed. I mean, I updated this morning, didn't I? Yeah. And I have read some. I read 50 more pages in Vivek Oji, so I'm page 160, made a update for my vlog for my patrons. Very enjoying it, so much for so far. We'll give, as I said earlier, more updates when I have finished it. And then I read 100 more pages of She Will Be King, so I'm now on page 200 and something, 300. And I have about like 40 something pages left, so I will finish this tomorrow. Very interesting. It's a very way with Bessa, who is the one who like is immortal, and they're like are doing the whole thing, the other dudes, and we just see like things changing all the time for like freeing different slaves, different places. Some parts of the book is set in America, some parts of the book is set in Africa, and it's interesting to see like the aspects come together. But yeah, it's an interesting book. I'm slightly not confused, but like a bit like where will it end up, especially like in the time we have left. But it was still an interesting story overall. I am enjoying it. Don't have more thoughts on that. Listen to some Well of Ascension, not Well of Ascension. We finished that. Some Hero of Ages, which was randomly the next book that was picked out. So like we're finishing up the Mistborn trilogy, but not a lot because we did some other stuff instead. And yeah, I'm going to work really early tomorrow, but I think I should finish She Will Be King on the subway or read my pages in Vivek Oji. It could go either way. I will be done. I don't actually have more on my TBR after finishing those 2, except another book like unrelated to Blackathon, which is for my Patreon but everything. This is weird, but yeah, that's all I have to say. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed early. It's actually very early. It's like, okay, it's 11:30, but it's really early for me because I need to get up like 7. Blah. See you later. So I just filmed my March TBR. I'm very excited for that. Very excited. And I thought to update this vlog. So I did finish. Where is the book? It's over here. She Will Be King. Last night. Not last night. I was on the subway and I finished it. But I said last night for some reason because I read in my other book last night. And it was really good. I thought the ending was really emotional and sweet, and like how the characters grew and like how they like connected, and like the story. It was interesting, like how if she would have been different, if she would have been many different things, she would be king. So that's why the title. And I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was really well written, really, really good book. Then I also read in Vivicoji. So I read like 38 pages to get like 297. I will finish this today. I don't know if I will read something else. It will only be 50 pages, but like also I think I might have in my pages anyway. And have some other stuff I need to do. So we shall see if I even read more. Because my last book on my TBR this month is Tropic of Serpents, which is for my Better Read pick with patrons, obviously not for Blackathon. And it's like my last book on my TBR. But it is Sunday and then Monday and Tuesday and then the month is over. I don't think I will use 3 days on it because I'll probably finish it tomorrow. So I need something to read on Tuesday. But I might cheat start on my March TBR. Because I don't wanna start something else. I'll also just do it as an audiobook day. I'm not like reading anything physically. I would still count that. Because I'm just like, I don't want to read like a completely new book and rush it and whatever. Even if obviously I have books by Black authors on my TBR I could fit in. But I'm just like, that seems effort. So yeah, I don't know if I would do that. I just stumble in a pile of books. The light is so nice today. Like, I like it. Either way, should I film more videos in this light? But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do some other stuff. I need to edit the video I filmed. So, see you later. I was going to sit down and end my vlog. And then I felt like an old lady. So I couldn't sit down properly. And the next vlog, what did I even read? I think I didn't upload yesterday or the day before because what is life. But I did finish the Death of Vivicoji. I don't think I said. I think I said I finished She Would Be King. But I didn't talk about this. And then, yeah, this is basically what I don't even know what I said earlier. But that Vivek died. They tried to find out what happened. And then we found out secrets kind of about him. And then like about the relationships in his life. And then there's like other people around him. His parents, etc. And it explores sexuality and sadness and friendship and family. And it was really beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And that will be like my last read for Blackathon. Because yesterday I did also read a Tropic of Serpents. So I said I was gonna read. Did I already wrap up Vivicoji? I don't have any recollection of what I said. Which was the last book on my February TBR. Which is for my Patreon Better Read. And we're gonna have live shows for both of these this weekend. But either way, I'm saving my thoughts for the live show. But I did like it. I just have, I think, problems with it. So I'm giving, I think, like 3 out of 5 stars. Yeah. And I am ending this here, even though we are on the last day of the month. But I don't really want to read anything like new, like to complete today. Because I usually, like, if I was just going to start like a new book completely, I would want to finish it today before the month is over. But I'm going to cheat start on my March TBR, which would be the first Bispo book. So I want obviously to have that in a separate Spiffball vlog, which is why I'm finishing this vlog up today. I had a really great month. I did weekly vlogs. I mean, the first vlog was 5 days and this vlog has been, I think, 9 days since like the 20th, right? I think. 8 days. I can't count. Okay. Even though I didn't even update every day, so it's fine. Really great time. I think this readathon is very, very fun. I had a great month. Even though, let's be real, a lot of my reads this month were like 3 stars. But I had still some good reads and some like 4 stars, etc. And then I also did Polathon as well as my own 48-hour readathon. So yeah, the month was like, I think, average rating 3 stars, but it was still like a good month. I read some stuff I really wanted for a long time, etc. And I hope you have enjoyed this last vlog for February. There will be some vlogs for March. I have a lot of projects in mind I want to do that month. We shall see what life lets me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a death face emoji down below if you enjoyed this, because death is in the title of this book. Also, the amount of times I almost said the death of a Quake MSC for this is sad. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my Patreon down below if you want to support my channel further. And you should see me soon in a new video. Now I'm gonna start this Bipple vlog right after this. Yay.